How can you erase your Mac so that it works like new again? In this video, I'll show you how to do a factory reset on your Mac so that it works like it did straight out of the box, whether you want to sell your Mac or you just feel like having a fresh start with it. This is Dave's Tech Rescue, where I solve your problems with computers, internet and technology. If you have a question you'd like to ask me, leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer it. And remember to subscribe so you don't miss my next video where I might be answering your question. Today I'm going to show you how you can erase your Mac and get it working like new again. Before we start, it's really important that you back up all your important data because we're going to be wiping your hard drive, and once we've done that there's no going back. So make sure any files you need are saved to a memory stick, an external hard drive or a cloud service like iCloud or Dropbox. If you normally back up using Time Machine, plug in your drive and do a backup right now. Then unplug your backup drive and keep it somewhere safe. If you follow along with everything I do and say in this video, then you should end up with a fresh, clean Mac. But there are some risks involved, so if you're not sure what you're doing, then call an expert. I don't take any responsibility if your Mac stops working, and you're doing this entirely at your own risk. I'm doing this on a 2012 MacBook Air with macOS Mojave, but the procedures should work the same on other types of Mac, and you should be able to follow along if you have another recent version of macOS. But I've not tested it on other computers, so I can't promise that it will. You're going to need two things. If you have a MacBook, you'll need to plug in your charger because this is going to take a really long time, and you're going to need a good internet connection. In order to reset the Mac back to factory settings, we're going to use a built-in tool called the recovery mode. To get to this, we're going to turn the Mac off, then we're going to turn it back on again whilst holding down two keys on the keyboard, Command and R. So shut down the Mac, then turn it on and immediately hold down Command R. When you see the Apple logo on the screen, you can let go. Now wait a few minutes for the recovery mode screen to appear. It should look something like this. Don't worry if you can't get your Mac into recovery mode on the first attempt. Just turn it off and then turn it on again whilst holding Command and R. If it still doesn't work, then there is a fallback option, which is the Internet Recovery Mode. This time, try turning on the Mac whilst holding Command Option R. Don't let go of those keys until you see a spinning globe appear. You should then be prompted to choose your Wi-Fi network from the list and enter your Wi-Fi password. Then once you're connected, you need to wait a few minutes for the recovery mode screen to appear. Now you should have arrived in recovery mode in one way or another. The next step is to erase the storage on your Mac. So click on Disk Utility, then Continue. Now you need to select the hard drive in your Mac. Normally you should see this listed as Macintosh HD, and it will be under the heading Internal. You shouldn't have any other drives plugged in at this point or you risk erasing them by accident. So click on Macintosh HD and then click Erase. Now pay attention to this message. We're about to erase the Macintosh HD and it can't be undone. Give the drive a name. I usually leave it as Macintosh HD. Then you normally want to leave the format alone. Mine is APFS, but yours may be macOS Extended. And on some Macs you'll see a button for security options. You can choose how securely you want your hard drive to be erased, and the more you drag the slider to the right, the longer it will take. But this isn't an option on my Mac because I have an SSD and it's securely erased straight away. Now press Erase and wait for the drive to be wiped. When it's finished, click Done. Now you can close the disk utility. The next thing you need to do is check you're connected to the internet. If you need to join a Wi-Fi network, click on the Wi-Fi icon in the top right corner and choose a network to join. Once you're connected, you can click on Reinstall macOS and then click Continue. Now you just need to follow the on-screen instructions to reinstall your version of macOS. My Mac has Mojave, so I'm going to click Continue, then Agree to the terms. Now I want to select Macintosh HD and click Install. Now you can go away and do something else for an hour or two because this takes ages. First it downloads macOS, then it changes to a screen with an apple as it installs macOS. Don't worry if your screen turns off during the process. Eventually, you'll see a welcome screen asking you to choose your language. And that's it. The Mac has been factory reset. Now you can either turn your Mac off and pack it up if you're selling it, or you can follow the welcome screens to set up your Mac like new again. I hope that went smoothly for you. Let me know in the comments below how you got on, and if this video helped you, please give it the thumbs up. If you'd like to see more tutorials like this from me in future, then please hit the red subscribe button. And while you're here, why not check out one of my other videos below? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.